Hello, class, and welcome to week 8 of the course. You have made it all the way through this course, Epistemology and Worldview. We are at the end, but there is still quite a bit that needs to be finished up. So let's go over that this week. Really, we're wrapping it up here in these two learning objectives, 8.1. You're really creating for yourself a personal model of integration, incorporating your Christian worldview components that you've learned throughout the course, and you're applying this model of integration to address either a psychological or a social or sociological problem. And that's really what you're doing in the final assignments, especially in the critical assignment, which we will talk about here in just one second. So reading is pretty light this week. You just have the Entwistle chapters 12 through 13. Make sure that you take a look at those chapters with Entwistle's text there. And 2 videos, so a little bit lighter on the videos this week too. Social Class in America, really, really good video helping you understand these classes and how they exist really from a sociological standpoint, and a video demonstrating how to apply the worldview framework within the model of psychotherapy. So very helpful, especially if you are interested in going on to graduate work in psychology or counseling. Okay, so the discussion board this week, reflecting on the 4 worldview dimensions: cosmology, anthropology, sin, and atonement. You're really just concluding by answering these final questions. How has your perspective changed throughout this course? How has it been challenged? How has it been affirmed? So you're really just thinking out loud in these concluding remarks for the course, and thinking through how your worldview really has been affected by taking this epistemology and worldview course. So a lot of just thinking out loud there. Definitely pull in from the course texts as necessary, but you have a lot of freedom to just giving some personal applications in your final discussion board. But I do want to make note that this week the assignment is due on Wednesday, your post, and your replies are due on Friday. So do keep that in mind as you're working around schedules for this week. Next, your final assignment for the course and your biggest assignment for the course is your critical assignment. Now you have a broad field that you can pull from. It's already week 8, it's due Wednesday, so I'm sure many of you are already deep into working on this paper, but you're pulling from the fields of psychology or sociology, but really you are integrating these things with a Christian worldview. That's the main thing. So a main component of comparing the sociological and Christian worldview aspects of homelessness should focus on epistemology. So if you were to choose homelessness as your topic, really you need to look at it from an epistemological worldview. So what is it about an individual? So you can incorporate things like sin, how sin exists, and how mental illness is an issue, or drug addiction is an issue. So you're really pulling in all of these facets, okay? You have to pull in from multiple areas of both the theological and the sociological / psychological components when you craft this. So you'll explore your topic from a behavioral science standpoint, psychology or sociology, and make sure you include a literature review, as will be discussed, and make sure that you're fully explaining your topic. The most useful part of these instructions, I'm not going to read through all of this for you, is to follow the organization. This last paragraph is probably the most useful here for you, as it goes through and explains exactly what parts you need. So first of all, an abstract is not needed for this paper. So just so you know, I'm not going to mark you guys down if you include an abstract, but just so you know, one is not needed for your final paper. But it should have a title page in APA format. Okay, so make sure you're referencing the APA manual for this, the updated APA manual. You also will need an introduction. So this will serve as a header within your paper. You'll outline exactly what you're going to accomplish in your paper and introduce your topic, okay? So that should be maybe almost half of a page. The next part will be worldview issue section, where you'll explore the types of worldview perspectives. So I'm going to look at things from a cosmological, an anthropological, a sin and atonement perspective, and how each one of these 4 will then relate to your topic, okay? So here you're tying in and giving a brief overview about how each of these four will tie in or relate to your topic. Next, you'll conduct a brief literature review section where you're going to summarize the psychological or sociological research on your topic. So, how much work has been done on homelessness from a Christian worldview, or on drug addiction from a Christian worldview? So, you're going to show other research that's already been conducted on the specific topic that you've chosen, okay? So, this section should describe the epistemology associated with the social science research. So, again, tying in those other components: cosmology, anthropology, sin, and atonement. And the next will be the discussion section, where you will develop your personal theory based on your coursework and the behavioral science research conducted on the topic. So everything you've learned throughout the course, you're tying all of that together, and then you're also referencing from that literature review that you did in section D here. So it's really just final thoughts as you come to tie all this together, again, revolving around these four: cosmology, anthropology, sin, and atonement. These are kind of the four hot topic words as we break down the idea of epistemology and worldview into essentially four words. And then last but not least, make sure that you have a reference page in APA format as your final page there. Just a reminder that the reference page nor the title page count as pages towards your paper, okay? Only the text does. Be sure to use this rubric that is provided here for you. This is exactly what I'll be using when I grade your papers. So make sure that you make use of this rubric here. And other than that, the last thing that I did want to mention is many of you have already taken it, but just in case you have not taken it, be sure to complete the course evaluation. I'm giving 10 extra credit points for that. So that's an easy 10 credit points that I will add to your grade. It will just, if you were short on something, it will just fill in those gaps that are there. These course evaluations are very helpful for us to make sure that we're always improving our courses here at California Baptist University. If you have any questions, please make sure that you contact me ASAP. I will be on standby trying to get back to those emails as quickly as possible to make sure that I'm answering all of your questions as we work towards concluding the course. And it has been a pleasure serving as your professor through this course. Hope to see you guys again in the future and potential future courses. Feel free to reach out or email me anytime, and I will send out one final announcement before the course ends. So other than that, finish up the work hard, finish strong, and I will be seeing you guys soon.